Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to another Friday night. I'm Jamie, JH586. Welcome to our Friday night live stream. We're kind of off the rails tonight. Nathan's not here yet, and uh, Kyle's girlfriend's got car trouble, so he's said he's out playing Superman. So that'd be cool. Anyway, I'm Jamie, and we have our buddy Chico with us as usual. Thank goodness. And me and Eagle were talking earlier, so I got him to jump on with us. And so, how you been, Chico?
Oh, I've been good, man. End of the week, I'm always looking forward to these live streams, enjoying the side chat and being on here with you guys. And I'm just glad Friday's here, like probably like every week. But yeah, I'm interested in whatever we're gonna talk about. It'll probably be a few different topics, but I want to thank Eagle for coming on with us because we're a little short staffed today. But yeah, that's it for me. And side chat, thanks for being here, guys and girls. How you been doing, Eagle Eye?
Yeah, Ed, doing great, and I appreciate that, Chico. It's always an honor to be here. In fact, I forgot it was even Friday with my busy work schedule. Until I got the notification, I popped up 30 minutes before the Georgia live stream. So, like you said, every Friday is just it's awesome. I look forward to it. Right off getting off work, I'm like, hey, awesome! I got something to do and kind of relax with. Talk with you guys as well. It's always good information here, and like I said, always an honor. Thank you guys at the live chat. You guys are always have a lot of good questions as well. So it brings this whole live stream and the Georgia Shooting Connection together, and that's what makes it really special to me.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Definitely.
So I was watching Chico's video earlier today well, as a matter of fact, I was watching that when Eagle called me up, and we were kind of like freaking out. So, you got anything to say for yourself, Chico?
Well, as much as I like shooting, I have to be honest. I didn't do that to the car. So a lot of you guys know I work for like the local government in the state, and I work on a lot of police cars and stuff like that. And we have training vehicles that they do like shooting drive and training scenarios. And that car, I guess they just retired it indefinitely. And I was going through our lot where we sell stuff, and I was like, dang, that car shot up, man. And I looked at it, and I was like, whoa, look at all that brass. It was like, oh, all I could think about was money. I was like a penny a piece. But I'll probably go back and salvage some of that money probably next week sometime. I didn't get a chance to do it today. I was pretty busy. But yeah, it was interesting. My video title was 9mm versus a car, and I've seen a lot of videos where it's like a misconception. People, 9mm is not enough to go through a vehicle. BS. It'll go through it. Every shell in that vehicle, I was picking them up, put them in my pocket, and it went through and through. Through the roof, through the hood, through the doors. So 9mm is a capable round of self protection or even going through sheet metal, and that's American made steel. That was like a 2004 Ford Crown Vic. I figure I'd put a video out and maybe it'll interest some people. It's for sale real cheap.
But I know a couple things come to my mind. I know with you working on those for a living, there's been a few of them you've really wanted to just unload one on. I know.
Oh yeah.
I know you wanted to shoot one up really bad, and um, but one thing we can all take from that video is a training scenario. If you've got somebody shooting at you, try to keep an engine block between you and the person shooting at you. It's one of the things I taught my kids. Now, you can't count on a car door or the car body, but you can pretty much rely on an engine block.
Yeah, I agree that those Ford Crown Vics are no joke. I know exactly what you're saying. It's a lot of steel behind that, and that was a really good video just to show that 9mm. I mean, it's Hollywood kind of proves it. I mean, it's kind of just shows what Hollywood is somewhat true about it. But you seeing the bullet holes go through the roof and all that was nuts, and through the hood and through the firewall. So good stuff, man.
Yeah, it was a silly video, but I figured, hey, I had not put up a video, within like the last week due to other circumstances and situations within our community. I know a lot of guys wasn't posting stuff, and so I kind of was like, you know what, I need to put up a video. So, but yeah, it was still, and I was examining like the pillars, because the car door is only gonna have, you got your outer sheet metal, and then you got your inner sheet metal, then you got the door panel, it's gonna go through that. But when I was looking at the pillars, so you got an A pillar, B pillar, C pillar, D pillar. That really didn't go through because that's a lot of stamped steel. But it's only this much, so you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to get your whole body behind 3 inches of, pillar or something like that. But, yeah, it was, and I think every one of those rounds were full metal jackets. We can all expect and assume that if that would have been a self-defense round, it probably wouldn't have went through that door. It probably would have started expanding before, or at least I assume that. But you know what they say about assuming.
Yeah, break it down into syllables.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of brings up us, for those folks that ever wondered. I mean, you never know. We live in this kind of world nowadays. You never know what happens. I mean, what's a safe place to be if you're in a scenario like a parking lot? I mean, you obviously hiding behind cars. That just proves it. You can't really hide behind a car. So it makes you kind of wonder.
Yeah. So yeah. Brody 556 said it's cover versus concealment. And Uncle Jim said he hides behind the gas tank while he's smoking.
I seen that.
And Cranky said, well, y'all probably reading it too. I don't need to give y'all a blow-by-blow display of details of the live chat, but Cranky said 9mm will go through a chronograph.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
But you ought to see what one will do, what a 44 Magnum will do to one.
Yeah. See, that's the level I haven't got yet. I got to a 9mm. That was the biggest caliber so far, but it still works.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Uncle Jim. Put your car doors full of sand. All right, I'm getting a call. Y'all hold on a minute. Carry on. Let me get this.
Sure, no problem. What have you been loading lately, Eagle?
Well, I got a neighbor that just bought an expensive rifle. It's kind of like what you did. You jumped on the reloading and went just too top of the line, Dylan. I introduced him with long range shooting. He didn't think his little 8-inch 300 blackout could do 500 yards. I gave him some of my was it the NOE 135 grain cast lead bullet, and he was just nailing a 24 by 24 target with a red dot at 500 yards. And from there, like, that just took off his inspiration. About a week later, he shows up my door. Hey, look what I got! A flipping Barrett. He spends almost just under $3,000 on a Barrett. So I'm like, wow, okay, so you're all into this. And we've been going out almost every other day now, shooting his Barrett in 308. It's actually what I'm loading up right now. And honestly, from the load development I've been doing, a lot of it is help from 243 Outdoors, shooting Varget in a 168 grain. I just put what I thought worked for my rifle, went out there and found out that thing is shooting under a quarter MOA at 1,000 yards consistently with the wind. So it's amazing to see the 308 to do that. These 6.5 Creedmoor is a better round. To an extent, anything past 1,500 yards, yeah, the 6.5 Creedmoor shines, but the 308 just has so much mass behind it. even with an 18, 20 mile per hour gust wind, I was able to actually get on target a lot more than a Creedmoor.
That's wild, man. That's a fine rifle, but it ain't cheap, is it?
No, he bought that, I believe, for around 2,400, basically 2,460. That one came with a monopod, and they stopped doing that for a while, but they brought it back now. So the monopod is really cool because it's very fine adjustable. So you can actually get your elevation just by doing that. And I still get those comments, "Oh, you're shooting off a flimsy table." I tell you what, looking through that rifle and using that monopod, that rifle does not move. It stays right on target, regardless of the table or not. And it's just attack driving those 308s in. So it's pretty amazing to see that rifle perform.
I seen that video. I think you uploaded. Was it today or yesterday?
Yeah, just today. It was more of a teaser. I guess a teaser. But I'm gonna kind of go with like part 2 of loading for long distance shooting. Some tips and tricks that I've been doing lately that's been kind of like off the wall, really out there as far as traditionally prepping your brass. I'm finding it to work really good, and I've been doing this with multiple rifles, including his, off camera. Roughly 26 rifles I've been messing with lately. Wow. So just to see if this technique is something that does work, and I'll be bringing that up pretty shortly.
Yeah, I got interrupted while I was trying to watch that video too. So both of y'all have something in common today. I couldn't get all the way through either one of your videos. So
yeah,
Oh, go ahead, Eagle. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna tell him, at least you're getting phone calls from friends. I'm getting phone calls to go to work, so.
Yeah, there's that. What I did today is I took our mission team from our church to the airport, and they left to go to Kharkiv, Ukraine, and so that was pretty cool. Anytime I can be involved in that in any way, that's a blessing to me.
Yeah.
But thoughts of an old soldier. I didn't get a chili dog, but I got 2 chili burgers and onion rings and a frosted orange. Every time I go to the varsity, I eat way too much and spend way too much money. That place ain't cheap, man.
It is not, but it's some of the best food. And I know a lot of people in the side chat's familiar, but if you've never been to Georgia, if you ever come to Georgia, Atlanta, Kennesaw, Albany, you're gonna have to try the varsity.
There's one in Athens too, Chico.
Yeah, in Athens too. Actually, I'm thinking Athens, not Albany. I said Albany. My bad. It's not one in Albany. Athens, Kennesaw, and Atlanta, and there's one somewhere else. But they got some of the best food. But when me and Carter go, I come out spending about $20, $22 for a couple of chili dogs. He gets burger, but they got some good food, good fries, good onion rings. Oh man, good American food.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out there and try that with you guys.
That place it's famous.
Yeah, it's been around a long time. And I did the same thing with Eli's video, man. I was at work watching it, and when I read the title, I was like, it didn't click in me, Barrett, right? So first shot, it was like, ding! I was like, I need that rifle. I don't know nothing about long range shooting, just a little bit. It was like second shot, ding! He hitting steel at 1,000 yards. So I was like, man, I'm gonna search this rifle in 308. And when it popped up, I was like, nah, that ain't the rifle I want. That ain't the rifle I want for that price. But yeah, that was a cool video, bro. I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's a very expensive rifle. The biggest factor to that rifle is just the rigidity of that whole system. For one, the barrel, I think, starts at almost 2 inches on the chamber end and just over an inch at the front. So that just shows a rigid barrel. There's something to having a Palma style or very rigid, heavy barrel. And he was on target. Literally, I think he shot 20 shots prior, just getting his rifle zeroed in, and that's before I showed up. And we're like, all right, well, I'm zeroed out. And set it up to zero. We're like, you know what? Let's just see what this could do out of the box. Let's go 1,000 yards. He just, he's intimidated like I always was, just like any other long range shooter. And second shot got on target. I could not believe it. I'm using that Sturlock Pro app and dialed up the FPS 2,640. It told me 11.3 mils, and it was just windage from there. Next shot was right on target, right center mass. It's pretty crazy.
That rifle was a 98B, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a 98 Bravo. It's a long action specifically designed for 338 Lapua. That was Barrett's answer to long range, besides a 416 Barrett or 50 BMG. So they designed that rifle specifically around a 338. So the weird thing about that rifle is that you could actually separate the upper and lower half. You could, just like an AR, it comes apart just like an AR pretty much. And you can take the fire control group out. Everything's easy cleaning. So caliber changes are just similar to an AR. If you want to go that route, it's a long action. You could change and chamber it, I think, to anything you want. So it's actually a pretty cool platform.
Yeah, when I seen it, it was like $2,600. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too. I'm like, man, what I could build for that kind of money would probably be my dream rifle. So, but hey, he doesn't have any kids, so that's probably the reason why. So I'm stuck with the rifles I got. Speaking of that, Father's Day is coming up, so it's one of the shout out to you folks out there who are fathers. Happy Father's Day, and that was a good little chat you had going on your Instagram there, Chico.
Oh yeah, no problem, brother. Thanks, man. I just thought about that, man. It was something that went on my story. We're guys, and a lot of us, these are facts. A lot of men don't encourage other men when it comes to stuff like that. A lot of women's like, Happy Mother's Day, and you don't hear a lot of guys like, hey, Happy Father's Day. So I was just like, I got off work, it was Friday. I was like, well, it's still Friday. But I was just like, hey, I just want everybody to know if you're a father, or if you are acting father, or you some kind of positive male role model, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to you. So I definitely appreciate it. I know we got a lot of good people in our community that's, you know what I mean, active in their children's lives, or somebody else's children's lives, and that's always good to have.
Yeah,
I'm soon to be 57 years old, and I still have my father. I'm been blessed beyond measure. But as long as we're talking about blessings and fathers and stuff like that, we need to. You guys out there that pray, y'all need to keep Michael Sines and his dad in your prayers. Michael's dad fell, and they've taken his dad to the hospital. So maybe we'll get some update on him. Hey, New York City. Thoughts of an old soldier asked us, what is our favorite lever actions? I only have Marlins, so I guess they would be my favorite. So I've got a 30-30 manufactured in 1974, and I've got the one y'all see on all my 35 Remington videos, which was made in 1980, and they're smooth as butter, man. Of course, I've had them a long time. They're old. Both of them are JM stamped. They're not these newer Remlin things that.
I don't know. I can't say that I don't. I do own a lever action, but it's a 22. It's a Henry, and it's the first lever action. I enjoy it, but if I was gonna be because I'm in the market for a big bore like a 357, and I've been looking based on cost at the Rossies, and I've got some lines on a few of them down here. So that's probably gonna be my next rifle that I'm probably gonna buy. It's gonna be probably a Rossi 92 in 357 Magnum. My uncle's got an old, and I could be wrong. It might be the pre what is it? The pre 74, pre 64 Winchester. And it's a 30-30. I've been trying to get that up off him, but we'll see. But I like the operation of the lever gun. I always have since a child. You know, with my Daisy BB gun.
Yeah. My only experience having a lever gun, it was they call it a leg gun, I guess. It's a stubby version of it. And that was a 22 LR. I just remember having that as a kid. My uncle is pretty much there. Have fun. Go take out squirrels and give me a brick of 22. If I was to get a lever gun, it'd probably be 30-30 as well. It's just 30-30 and lever gun. There's something about it just feels awesome. And I'd probably go with a Marlin 336 as well. That's just what I was used to back in the day. Just Marlin lever actions. I tried the Henry Boy, and I know they just came out with their side loading gate, so it'd be a toss up between those two.
Yeah, I've got a friend who's got the Winchester in 30-30, and we've loaded up several loads for him for deer hunting. But thing about the Winchester is it ejects out the top of the receiver, which makes it difficult to mount a scope on it. If you do, you have to get the side mount, which is okay, I guess, as long as you're, I don't know. Coach
See,
quite
I might ruin it because I'm gonna put probably a speed life scope on it. If I was a lever gun, probably make a lot of people mad.
Man, once you pay for them, they're yours, and you can do what you want to with them. A lot of people give me down the road for those see-through mounts I've got on my 35 and having a scope on a lever gun period and all that, and I understand. I do, but I'm at the point in my life where being able to see my target is pretty important to me. And the iron sights just ain't working. But yeah, Coates has got quite a few. He put a list up, and Idaho. I'm sorry, not Idaho, but Thoughts of an Old Soldier. Thanks for that prayer, brother.
Yeah, I was read his prayer too. Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm trying to get me something in 357 Magnum. I think if I can get a Rossi, that'd be great. I'm not against Marlin in 357, except for the fact that I've seen and heard problems with feeding certain rounds in the Marlin. And I've not seen or heard any difficulties with the Rossi loading and feeding whatever. Has anybody heard of Rossi having loading problems? Now, I know that with Kyle's Henry 44 Magnum, there's certain bullets that it won't load.
The only thing I've heard with the Rossis, and I've been looking at them for a while, is I heard, and that's probably like any gun, but probably more specifically with lever. I could be wrong. They said when it's new, it may have some issues, but as it loosens up and gets broken in, just like in my opinion, like a vehicle or a new gun, you got a break-in period. But I know when people say after they done put a lot of rounds through them, those Rossis run and they run good. And the price point for me anyway seems to be right. And last week we had lever guns on it. That's why I asked him, was there anything I should look out for if I intend on purchasing a used one? And he was like, not really, because if you don't want it, it's gonna sell. And that was a good point, because they've been discontinued in 357 Magnum. So, but there's plenty of them out there. I think these vendors, they just release a certain number of them for sale, because I've seen them on a few websites, brand new.
Yeah. Yeah. I was also looking at I don't know. Growing up, that Quickly Down Under was always a movie of inspiration for me. At 45 110 sharps, I would love to have one. There's a few on Gunbroker, but they're listed around $4,000 or $5,000. That's that's a lot of money.
For what?
45 110 sharps rifle.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. There's lever guns out there now. He must have heard us talking about lever guns and had to pop on in here. Lever.
I want to ask him. I want to ask him. Does he have a Quigley gun? I bet he does. He has to have one.
I think him and his brother have quite the collection. I don't know if they've got one of those, but man, they've got between the two of them, they got some like that pump Remington in 35 Remington that he did a video on last week. That was his brother's, I believe. That is a cool gun, man.
It really is, yeah.
And Jeremy Gunslinger said he's looking at a Henry in 35 Remington. That 3855 is interesting to me. That may be something I'll look at down the road. But Henry putting a loading gate on the side of the receiver is a massive upgrade that will change the landscape in the gun community, as far as I'm concerned. Because up until then,
I agree, man. Because I think we're gonna say the same thing. Go ahead, Jamie.
I wouldn't have considered it. Is that what you're saying, Chico?
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, I like Henry. My 22 with the tube is cool because it's 22, but anything bigger than that, it's gotta have a loading gate on, and that's my personal preference. I know people that have them. They say, "Oh, I love my 44 Magnum with the tube on it." I'm like, no, I couldn't do it.
So we're at just about 8:30, Chico. Would you like to run down the side chat?
Sure, I definitely would. And I want to say thanks everyone for hanging with us on this Friday evening rather. And we've got Reloader 762, Eagle Eye Shootings on the panel with us. We got Floyd Hicks. We got Bigger Behind the Trigger. How you doing, brother? NYC Reloader. Thoughts of an Old Soldier. Jeremy Gunslinger. Uncle Jim. We've got JCM 45. Lever Guns 50. Willie Bullet, man. How you doing, brother? I see you snuck in here. Coach Brothers Firearms. We got Tin Man, Jerry 1911, V Borg 001, William C. Chaplin. We also have, I'm scrolling up, we got Cranky Cletus. Where's Cranky? We got Fuzz T. Ford, 8, Uncle Jim. I believe I said that, but here we go. I'm going to do it again. This never fails every week. I'm going to get it right. Ambiguity.
Nope.
That's right. No. No. I do that all the time. Hey, Brother Mike, man. What else we got in here? Let me see. I'm scrolling up. Vanessa Kitty, Andy 79Z28, Idaho Rogers, Blue Hiller 260, Chris 338 is always here with us every week. Uncle John and Uncle Jim, Hemi Scrub. Thanks everyone. Tacos and French fries. Thanks everyone for being here. I don't want to leave anyone out.
Charlie Irby.
Oh, he just came in, huh? Hey, Charles.
He said he's lurking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's probably out there
reading. Crown Vic.
Yeah, I know Charlie's always there, but he's out there probably loading his 45.
We had Big Al in here. He said he'll be back. Kingpin, 67 Rebel, SST, AMC, Killing Time, Ocean 374, Brody 556. I was trying to go all the way up to the top so I didn't leave anybody out. So thanks everyone for being here. That's on my last refresh. And if I miss you, you can drop a hammer and we will call you out. So Thanks for being here with us. Oh, just in time prepping, brother Will. How you doing? Just showed up.
I'm looking back. I asked Andy 79Z28 if he was on Slack, and I never saw his reply. Andy, will you answer that? If you are, please give me a message on Slack when you can. There's Will. Hey, Will, just in time prepping. Cranky Cletus said 1873, Jamie. So I'm thinking he's talking about a Winchester.
Andy said he is on Slack, Jamie.
Okay, I'll find him and send him a message. Yeah, 1873. What are we talking about, Cranky? You talking about the Winchester? Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm thinking they'll feed pretty well, and I really want one of those. About a year or so ago, what's his name? TR Prepper bought one. Uh, one of the ones made in Japan. I can't say the name. Makanda or something like that. Anyway, he bought one of those with the colored cased hardened receivers, and that rifle was absolutely beautiful. Now he paid a lot more for it than I probably would have, or that you would, Chico, because you know we're tight. But yeah, he I think he paid like $1,200 for that gun. But man, it is beautiful, and I think it was in 357 Magnum. And Curtis earlier said that his 92s have had no feeding issues, but he also said that he don't feed 38 specials through it, just 357 Magnums, if I read that correctly. If not, Curtis, correct me, please. So Jeremy said he's going to go live after we finish tonight, so maybe we can all tune in and pick on Jeremy for a while.
I have a million questions to ask him.
That'd be fun, Jeremy. There's Tim, man. What's up, bud? Yeah, he's
lever gun. Yeah.
What?
Let's see here. I read comments. Sorry. Yeah, if I was to do a lever gun, I don't know. It's got to be a rifle. So.
Yeah, he said he's never tried 38 specials in it, but yeah, I think the appeal of a lever gun, particularly in your pistol caliber, is have the pistol and the rifle in the same cartridge, so you don't have to carry one set of ammo. And you can do the same thing with a 9mm and that Ruger PC carbine. You know,
yeah.
They've got to come out with that in like 40 and 45. They've just got to. But they don't seem to be in a hurry about it.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, one thing, and I should have asked Lever Guns this last weekend. I had so much stuff to ask, I didn't want to bombard him. But I was looking at some of those Rossi 92s, and I found a couple older ones like online. So it was like the pre-safety models, and I was kind of leaning towards those. And because all of the ones that's, I guess, manufactured after a certain date have the safety, and it's on the top. It's kind of weird. And I was reading about them, but I ran across one that was a pre-safety model, and I was thinking in the back of my head, is the bore gonna be all, used and abused? But I guess it wouldn't matter as long as it's a lever gun. I think that's personal preference too, though. You know, some people I don't really like. One thing I don't like the locks on the Smith and Wesson. The key lock. What is it called, Jamie?
Do what?
The key lock on the Smith and Wesson.
What about
Key
the
lock.
Smith and Wesson now?
They got that
The
key
lock.
lock on the handle.
You know, the lawyer lock.
No, man, mine don't have that stuff.
Yeah, I know, but what do they call that? It's got a special name, doesn't it?
Ah,
Lawyer lock. Yeah.
Chip says it's called the lawyer lock. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't like that on the Smith and Wessons at all
that
whatsoever.
that works for me, man. The
Unless
lawyer
it's
lock
fogged
will,
up.
yeah, that sums it up right there.
Yeah.
But I don't know when they started doing that, but I bet Curtis knows or can find out. And another thing, Curtis helped me with this one, is somebody asked in the side chat earlier, when did Marlin start? When did Marlin make the Glenfield line? You know, they had their Model 60, 22 semi-autos. Some of those were Glenfield, and then some of the 336s were Glenfield, but I don't know, you know, when that was. Seems like it was 70s and 80s. I don't see many of them. 60s and 70s, Curtis said. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really lacking knowledge with a lot of the lever gun stuff. I watch Lever Gun's 5110 videos all the time, and he actually explains. I really love his channel because he explains his rifle, basically the history behind it, and a lot of the mechanics about it. So that's a good channel. If you guys are really into lever guns, go check him out.
I don't care if you're into lever guns or not, man. He's full of fun shooting videos and full of history on those guns and all that.
Yeah, really good channel.
Yeah, go sub lever guns if you haven't already, or at least go check him out.
Hey, I see a question out here in the side chat, and I know Kenny can answer this question because I know he owns one. Bigger behind the trigger. He says, "What do you guys think about the Star BM?" And he said just bought one yesterday from Classic Firearms.
Yeah, so Willie's got one too, and the Star BM I think is a very awesome buy. What surprised me was the overall quality. I did pay the extra to get the hand-picked model. It did come with a little bit of rust. I took it all apart, cleaned it all up, but when I put it back together, that thing felt like a Series 70 1911. The trigger was super crisp, had a very light trigger pull. It's roughly down to 3 pounds or just under 3 pounds, if I was to guess. And the build quality, there's a little bit of slop on the slide just because it's an older gun, but it's just overall, it's a really good firearm. And you can really suit that thing up to make it look pretty nice and have a really good EDC carry. I think it's a really good buy for the price, the money. I know you can modify the Colt Commander laser, a trigger guard laser, kind of make that thing look all tactical if you wanted to, or whatever you want. The only downside is the sights. You can't change the sights on it. There's not enough meat on the slide to mill out and put a dovetail on it. So you're stuck with whatever's got. What specifically is he asking about it? That's what I want to know. Just basically, is it a good gun to have?
He just wrote. He said he got one of the hand select with the box, and he was thinking about carrying.
Yeah. I'd say it's a pretty good carry gun. I wouldn't carry condition 1, cocked and locked and loaded, just because it's like I said, that trigger is pretty light. So you probably have to train with it and get familiarized with chambering in a stress situation if you were to use that as an EDC. And that's just the key to anything. I mean, you can have a Taurus for whatever you want for EDC. If you don't train with that firearm, you're not going to know how to carry a firearm. You got to go out there and shoot. So that's something I'm pretty adamant. I took responsibility, when I chose to carry, but every week I go out there and I blast ammo to make sure I'm proficient. That still sucks, so.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Eagle, man, because you can just walk outside your door. You can just walk outside your front door and wake up in the morning. Oh, pop, pop, pop.
When I was back in California and I was watching Uncle Jim, that's one thing I always envied. And now I kind of regret it because, like I said, I spend so much time and money now just blasting through ammo. What you see right here, that's all I got for ammo. I'm not even joking. I've shot everything. Every time I load ammo, it's gone. So it's a curse in a way.
Hey, Daniel, God is my judge. Thanks for finally showing up, brother. And Warsaw just got off.
Warsaw.
Yeah.
We're going to the mountains next weekend. We're going to be leaving Saturday morning because I'm going to be doing this Friday night. So.
Yeah. Hey, did they open up that long range for you, or is that still on debate?
It is open.
Yeah, Chico sent me an email. They're open. It's just on the weekends, right, Chico?
Yeah, it's kind of select right now. Like some of it's private events, some of it's to the public. It's not. I think their rifle range has like 25 lanes, and they said in the email that they had like they had a select number of them open. So because a lot of people have been inquiring about this range, but I think by the time we go up there, I think it's gonna be hopefully all the way complete, but I'm sure they're gonna have to work out some bugs. That's probably why they opened up maybe 5 lanes of it or something. You're talking 1,000 yards, so you're not gonna have 25 lanes open, right off the bat. But I'm pretty excited. I know we were texting earlier, man. I was like, yeah, we got like 2 weeks, probably 3 weeks away, man, from that meet.
Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. There's a lot of you guys getting together. I honestly wish I could take off work. It was kind of a short notice for me, and I couldn't take off work. I tried. That's what sucks about my job.
Yeah, I get that, man. I totally understand. Well, it would be great for you too if you could join us. But we're hoping. I think Chico and I don't know about Scott, but I think Chico and I have got to have a vision of it being an every year thing. It may not always be on 4th of July weekend, but generally speaking, guys have more time off at that time of the year.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really good idea. Just have one every year around the same time, like a big gathering for all our folk. I mean, I consider you guys family. As long as I met you guys, we got to do something like that every year at least.
Yeah, it'd be fun, and we can move it around. Like depending on how this works out, we could go somewhere else, or we may want to make that our permanent home. We may want to move out closer that way. Like we could go camp out on the Emperor's front yard since that he's right in the middle of the country.
I know he's got some pretty good fishing holes from his last video, so that's where I'll be trying to see where you can give that up and we can go fishing, because that was a cool little spot he had.
Yeah. Yeah, they're talking about zinc bullets, so. Yeah, Andy, I sent you a text, buddy. I mean, a message on. I replied to your message. So.
Yeah, Soldier,
are you going to try to make it? we're at the point where we got to start firming up reservations and stuff. I put messages on a Georgia Shooters Connection on the Reloaders Network on Slack and on Headspace on the Georgia Shooters Connection page there.
Yeah, I mean because this is a new range and they kind of just opening. There's a lot of people that want to get those that want to go during that perfect shooting weather. You know what I mean? During the summer or the fall or something like that. And that's why I was like, yeah, man, I gotta go because from the email and Scott Insight's been a big help with that. You know, with the emails copying me and Jamie to that and keeping us involved with that. Him talking to the gentleman because he lives in Tennessee and yeah, like I said, you know, like building that relationship so that possibly we can do it next year and those guys will remember us. You know what I mean, and probably help us out to do, you know, have more people or whatnot. But I'm getting excited about it. Yeah, but we're coming down to the wire as far as we need like a total count.
Yeah.
I'll be talking to the lady tomorrow about rooms at the way in.
Yeah, I seen that in the email. We've got how many people we got so far, Jamie?
So far, there's us 4. Well, we're up to about 6. I think got some no soldiers coming, which would be 7.
There's a campground there too, right? So you can bring your trailer.
Yeah, there's a campground right across the way. Yeah, my envision is somewhere between 10 and 20 this year, and you know, then next year we'll start planning for it right after the first of the year, and
so we get a jump on it. Yeah.
see, this all started with a casual comment from Scott that said, "Jamie, when are we going to get together and shoot again?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "Well, can me and Chico come too?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he said something about that, and you know, so and of course we were on the live stream when we were talking about it, so we just invited everybody and want to make a YouTube get together out of it. So I know MCK's planning on coming. He's taking a day off of work to come. So I'm going
he
to
just commented too. The date has it's almost set in stone, that date that we have from earlier, right, Jamie?
Yeah, we're going on the 5th. I'm going on the 5th, and we may not get we may not have a particular discount or anything like that, but we're showing up on the 5th.
Because I thought the email, I thought Insight said, or was he waiting on confirmation about the 6th from the owner?
Yeah, he was supposed to have called them yesterday, but
yeah, they probably been busy. That's understandable.
I haven't heard anything back from him today. The man runs 2 businesses, plus he's got kids and stepkids, and yeah. But yeah, totally okay. If you look on the Georgia Shooters Connection page on either Headspace or Slack, there's a message. There's a message there about what I found out as far as accommodations. You guys that are coming and bringing your spouses, y'all have to get in touch with the Weigh In, and I think there's links there on those messages have links to 2 campgrounds and the weigh in. But what I wanted us to all do was get together at the weigh in, and we're probably going to be having our live stream either from Dead Zero with the owner or back at our hotel room with all of us in one place. So that's going to be fun. Lever, I'm sorry you ain't going to make it.
Yeah.
All right, Fuzz. Thanks for showing up. He said he got to go. Fire trucks and ambulance coming.
As far as leaving because of the zinc talk, or
He heard Zink. He said he got to go.
enough of this. I'm gone.
So what I was thinking about is if we we get at least two guys to a room. A lot of those rooms have two beds, and a few of them have three. So I'm figuring we can get in and out of there at like $50 a piece for accommodations, then plus what we're going to spend on spend at the range and on shooting. I'm trusting most of us will bring our own.
Yep. I'm going to be rolling my own this week. A lot of it.
I mean, maybe next year, since now it's a bigger notice, I think we could all plan for it and do some kind of accommodation. Probably pitch in a pot or something. It'll probably help out everybody,
Yeah. And that's and you know what, Kenny, that's what, whenever we have more time to, because this was like random spare of the moment, like, hey, let's try to do this, and it just so happened Insight was like, hey, it's a new range that's finna open up here by me. 1,000-yard range. We was like, what? 1,000-yard range. And when he showed us we were on the after chat, when he showed us the name of it and the website, it was like, man, yeah, we should do that. So next year we'll have at least more time to plan for it, and people can, if they wanted to come, they could say, hey, I need this time off. But then we could also, like Jamie was saying, we could all put in or contact whatever lodge or campgrounds and say, hey, we're gonna have this, at least this. Are y'all able to give us a group discount or something like that of some kind of accommodations for a group package or something like that? I think that'll be. It helps to have those, in advance notice and stuff like that. So
yeah, we could have been working on this in March and have everything ironed out and ironclad and all that, but that's just not how we do things. Obviously,
but then you gotta think they had all that rain too, so they wasn't sure that the range was gonna get finished.
Exactly. But obviously, we don't plan too well. Two of our panel members are out tonight, so there's that. But of course, I wouldn't expect the guys that are bringing their wives with them to share a room with us. So, but Uncle Daniel, Bud, it's going to have to be an extreme emergency for me to share a bed with another man. I mean, there's multiple beds in the rooms. I'm just saying.
Daniel.
Oh man. Well, even some of the folks, and I know, I used to travel quite a bit, so I racked through a bunch of flyer miles. And that's something as an option. You could offer flyer miles and get a ticket to somebody, help them save money.
You can get you a plane ticket, and we'll pick you up at the airport, man.
We'll get you guys a train ride. I'll probably get you there in a week, but that's if you guys want to trust the train tracks. Just saying. I've seen a lot of stuff on train tracks. That'd be pretty sketchy taking Amtrak.
Warsaw, the answer to that question is my wife. I'm just kidding.
Hey, let me step out real quick and let me ask my neighbor. He just showed up to pick up some ammunition, see if he wants to be on camera. He's kind of shy, so that way I can head out to the range.
We'll get him over that. I used to be shy too.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I don't want people to know that I fire guns. I'm like, you live in a free world. So hold on. Let me go give him this ammo real quick.
Hey, Charlie, I got some of those 175 grain bullets that you sent me. I've got some of those loaded up, ready to go to the range. And I just realized, guys, other than these live streams on Friday night, it's been a month since I've had a video out. I have got to get to the range. Man. Warsaw, I've got a friend who's got an SKS and swears up and down that I need to get one. And they've got Classic Firearms has a really good sale on them right now for $349. Yeah, cranky. Yeah. Yeah, we do. I've been I've done quite a few of the Taco Mauser but videos, but I hadn't shot it. Well, I have. I got shot. Scott was shooting it when me and him met up. He had an SKS that day, and he had some trouble with it.
Or was it the was it failure to fire or failure to cock back or something like that? That's what mine was doing when I first got mine. The Cosmoline really locked it up.
It was a failure to stop after firing one round.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's the fun gun, man.
Yeah. Which,
yeah,
from what I hear, that's a fairly common thing for an older SKS.
it is because they swap. I mean, the Armory back in the day just took whatever parts were available and they put them all together, and everything back then was pretty much hand machined or hand fitted to whatever rifle. So just a matter of finding. Look at the sear. Honestly, the sear on those things are actually really easy to make that gun run away. And also, a lot of folks do a lot of modifications, filing that sear down and not knowing what they're doing.
There you go. There's those bullets loaded up, Charlie. Did I get them right, buddy?
Yeah.
I can't wait to shoot these. Obviously, I can wait. It's been 2 months since I loaded them, and I hadn't got to the range to shoot them yet. But yeah, these are the ones that he's got some put some little red up on there. And Eagle, while you're here, I need to show you. He's got. By the way, I ordered some gas checks from Sages. There you go, Charlie. I got 500.
Oh, yeah.
323. That'll last about maybe a month.
Yeah. Those ones are nice because what's kind of weird how they make those is that it's kind of thick on the top for it to kind of crimp into the lead. So that one works pretty good. You might have to use a little trick that I'm doing with the bullet seating die and push through side stem.
This is my next bullet that I'm going to shoot out of 8mm. That's one that. See that one, Eagle?
No, sorry, I don't like the. Oh yeah, there we go.
That's what is that, Charlie? That's a 200 grain. I've got some of those bullets too, cranky. I got to try that up. But there's a dummy round I made up with that bullet. The problem with that bullet is that these are my range cases that I put ammo in, and it won't fit in there. So, yeah, that's a 200 grain, 204, I think, something like that. But I've got that dialed in, just ready to load those up. I'm trying to come up with a powder charge. So, Charlie, if you got any recommendations, and also I have about 100 of those cast up, Eagle, from that single cavity mold that you sent me.
Okay, yeah, that one should work pretty good, man. I'd be surprised if it doesn't, because a lot of folks were on the forums were saying that mold's a pretty good mold. So, it'd be awesome to see that in action.
Curtis, that reminds me of a joke, but I won't tell it here.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Chico said he'd be right back. He's got to check on it.
It's,
Me.
it's one of them jokes that my dad told me when I was young.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to load up some ammo right now for this TC Compass. See how I can hold up to that dirt. Which I'm actually pretty surprised it does. It did yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, probably so, Cranky. Says after chat joke. No, I don't know. Charlie said they don't work.
Which one?
That blue bullet.
Oh.
Curtis said that he mistakenly sent me some of his suppositories instead of the bullets for the 8mm.
Oh.
So, Charlie wants to hear that joke. So, yeah, they don't work as suppositories. I bet they work real good shooting out of it. If I remember right, Charlie, you told me they kick pretty hard. So that 8mm Mo, man, that thing just so sweet shooting. I mean, it recoils about like my 35. It really does. There's not bad recoil at all. So
no, I thought it'd be a lot more than that. That's crazy. I did not know that.
no, it's not bad recoil. It's but you also got to understand. I'm used to shooting the 30-06, and when it comes to 30-06, nothing really kicks all that hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get your shoulder callus going on that one. You shoot enough 30-06. That's for sure.
And you'll develop a flinch too if you're not careful. If that's all you're shooting.
Yeah, that took a while to get rid of that one after I scoped myself. I shot a 208 grain bullet, did not know it was going to kick that hard. But I love the 30-06. Honestly, it's just it's an oldie but goodie cartridge that just shoots long range. It just works. I don't know, a lot of folks disregard that ammo or that cartridge, but it works really good. I've seen people shoot 30-06 past a mile. So here I am with the 308. I'm gonna go try these out.
Yeah, Charlie said he loaded his up to 2,020 feet per second, and they kicked like a belted Magnum. Warsaw. I've shot the 7.62 by 54R round, just not out of a Russian Mosin. Mine is a Finnish M39, which is, from what I hear, not to be compared with a Russian Mosin. So yeah, I do have experience with 7.62 by 54R. And Brody, I will have my bike on the road, Lord willing, by tomorrow. I've been dealing with some stuff, and it developed a leak, and there's a hose that goes from the oil tank down to the frame where you drain oil out of the oil tank, and it split. It had a split at the top of where it goes into the oil pipe. See, it comes up and turns like that. So they back ordered the part. I've already paid for it, and I got to pick it up at the Harley shop tomorrow. So Lord willing, we'll be back on the road tomorrow on the bike. Uncle Jim says his 30-06 don't kick.
Yeah.
that bike season, ain't it? Yeah, it is. What have you guys been doing any casting lately?
Actually, I have. I casted up a bunch of those 300 blackout. What is it? The NOE HTC 135 spiral point bullet. I'm going to send a few out to a few folks to try out. If you guys are interested, it's basically, this to me is the best 30 cal bullet I've shot so far out of all my rifles. It just holds up accuracy and you can push them pretty dang hard.
Gas check too?
Gas check, yeah. Now, the trick to getting these, I don't know if it's just me, but I've been playing around with powder coating, temperature, how long the powder coat and all that. But every time I either do the low heat method or the high heat method, I drop BHN and it averages out around 12 BHN, 12 to 14, regardless, unless I powder coat for an hour at 415. After I powder coat over an hour, water quench, those things jump up to 25, 26 BHN. So, I guess the downside of that would be the powder coat could get brittle, but from the powder that I'm using is a mixture of everything. That's why it kind of looks puke green. It holds up, and it's like I said, these things are pretty dang hard. They're 26, 27 BHN, pushing those things past 2,500 FPS. So,
Goodness gracious, what mold is that?
it's the where's that? It's my favorite mold by far. Where's it? It is a NOE 310 135 RN. This mold right here. They also make it for AKs, 313 or 312 diameter. It's a really awesome mold.
There you go, MCK. That's what me and you need to buy us, bud.
Yeah. It's a 135 grain, so it works good for SKS. It works good for 300 blackout. It's been the best bullet for supersonic so far. The 30-30, that's another, it's a little bit heavy for 30-30, but it will work. But the SKS loves it. The 300 blackout loves it. The 308, you dial it down around 2100 FPS, it loves it. And I've been having good luck with just this cast lead bullet. And I was actually really surprised, consistently aiming at 500, or I took it out to 750 yards, 24-24 target. I was nailing it every single time. So.
Well, Eagle, if you allow me, I got to correct you on something there, buddy. I don't get a chance to correct you on much. So if I may be so bold, 135 grain bullet is actually fairly, well, it's way light for a 30-30. The 30-30 is designed to run a 170 grain flat nose.
Awesome. Okay, good to know.
And their lighter version is a 150 grain. So 135 grain would probably put you, it'd probably put you in deer killing, carry your deer killing range out to about 200 yards.
Okay, that's really good to know. It's yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm having good luck with this mold. Taco loves it too. That's what he uses for his, what he calls bunny fart loads or something like that. And I think he shoots it out with 30-30. One thing I'm not doing though is crimping it. I don't crimp that bullet at all. So
you're not shooting it out of 30-30 either, are you?
That's probably why. But everything so far semi-automatic fed on the AR, it doesn't need a crimp. It holds tight. So.
And that's what that guy said at that class I went to. But for me, loading a lever gun with a spring tubular magazine where the bullets are stacked end to end with a spring pushing it back, then recoil on top of that, I cannot let myself not crimp them. I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have experience in that, so I can't really say much, but it definitely looks like you need a crimp.
I may or may not. I'm afraid not to. So maybe you guys out in the side chat got some input on that. Fuzz said something a while ago. It cracked me up. I just forgot what it was already. Daniel is going to make up for my slacking, so I'm sure I'm fixing to get roasted on a video here after we go off tonight. Let me find some bullets. I wanted to show y'all that I'm going to be testing in 30-30 with some that MCK sent me. So, Chico, run the show for a minute and let me find them bullets, and I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Yeah, like piggybacking on what Jamie said, I think I heard that too about the lever guns. If you're gonna cast for it, or even for it to operate correctly, I believe it can't be like a spiral point. It's got to be like a flat point, right? And I know lever guns is still out there, because if you're stacking them or you're feeding them in the tube or the loading gate, I think I read somewhere that you would have problems either functioning, not functioning, or having issues feeding.
Yes, yeah, I believe it's the fear of setting a primer off because of the pointed bullet. But we're talking about a cast lead bullet. I mean, unless you got these things up to steel, BHN of steel, I don't see a cast bullet being able to actually hit it hard enough. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I don't see a cast bullet being able to hit hard enough a primer and set it off. In a tube magazine like that. But yeah, I definitely think I would just run a flat nose bullet anyway, because it's a sub 300 yard cartridge, mostly on a lever gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy said that he confirmed. He said any tube fed rifle has to have a flat point. And
I've heard though about it. What you could do to sneak by it is get those XTP bullets, or not XTPs. The what is it? This style bullet with the little polymer tip that's kind of spongy.
Yeah.
And then you won't have a problem. You won't never have a problem. It's because it's very soft. I mean, it feels like rubber.
So it's possible. Like, I wonder, and see, this is so rookie-ish, I'm telling you, because I got that 22 Henry, and obviously I'm not casting my 22s for that, correct? Right? I'm buying them by the brick, and those are, the ammo I have for that is, round nose. So I'm assuming round nose would probably be. It may work, it may not, and the only reason why I'm thinking that because I got that 22, and I never have a problem it feeding. But then we talking about a smaller charge and all of that. I don't know. But I kind of knew it had to be flat point, or I'm thinking round point may work. But I knew the spiral, the pointy point, wouldn't work. Was gonna have some issues. Rim fire, yeah, Brody. I like that little rim fire, man. I'm trying to think. Did I post a video? I took a new shooter. This was like almost a month ago, and it was my baby sister and my younger sister, only sister I have, and that's what I let her shoot, that my Henry. And I seen somebody else did a video. I see Warsaw was talking about a Taurus. Oh, that's right. I understand now. Rim fire, because it hits the rim to set it off. I got you. We rented it was a Taurus 22. Someone just did a video on it that they bought. I think TR Prep. It's a new Taurus little 22, and I rented that, and she liked it. She liked that 22, man. But yeah, that totally went over my head for a second until I read the comments. Thanks, Andy and Brody. They was like rimfire, Chico, rimfire. Yeah, I wasn't thinking right. But yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, Kenny, what diameter is that mold you showed? That 30 caliber.
That one says 310. It casts around a 311 ish. So after powder coating, you could definitely make it work for SAS. But they also do make a 312 mold. So, like I said, it's an HTC design. So you get that thing warmed up, and that thing just drops them like butter.
There go Uncle Jim. Meanwhile, during the chat,
What's he doing? He's out there. He's out there in the shop, isn't he? Grinding something away.
I just seen a video come up.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Okay.
man.
I'm sorry, Kenny.
No problem.
This is a 170 grain Lee flat point gas check. That's what I use for a 30-30. And it's 170 grain. Charlie, I've heard that phrase ranch dog clone before. He said big wide meat plats, but yeah, you can see how that bullet there would not set off a primer in front of it during recoil. And I have these powder coated, and there's some Ford light blue ones, and they're all gas checked. I had to give me some more gas checks. But that's what I'm talking about for the 30-30, Kenny, is this is a Lee mold. Then, Kenny, this is the bullet you sent me. Charlie, you can chime in on this as well. Yeah, they will work spectacular in your 94. Curtis, do I need to send you some? I bet I do. Yeah, those are store-bought bullets, though, Pastor. This is the bullet you sent. This is the mold you sent me, Kenny.
Oh yeah, they gas checked.
Yeah, and I bought some gas checks to put on them. So
Awesome. Yeah, you can push those hard, but that's the thing. See, and it goes back to what I was talking about earlier with the powder coating. I guess familiar to me. I'm dropping BHN quite a bit after powder coating. Is that something you guys have ever tried out to see what you get? And this is after waiting a week, also.
Most of my testing is done after.
Okay.
Yeah, after I powder coat them. My bullet.
I mean, I personally feel, for my 300 blackout and a lot of my rifle cartridges, anything around a 16 to 18 BHN seems to be ideal for around 2,000 FPS and good accuracy.
Good to know. But mine are running much harder.
And Eagle, how are you doing? I think you told me before. How are you measuring your BHN? You using the pencils or you using that Lee?
So
tool?
I got two ways I'm doing it. One of them is the Lee pencils.
Lee should patent that, right? I use the pencils now. Willie gave me those. I got the Lee hardest tester. I do the indent, and what I'm doing is I'm putting them on a scanner and using GIMP, which is it's a imaging editing software on the computer.
That's right. You told me that before. I remember now.
So that's kind of doing it.
For some reason, I lost audio.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I use the pencils, but I don't use it because everything I smelt down is Georgia lead. It's wheel weight, and it's so I'd like to get the full picture of it, but sometimes after I cast, like I've got some bullets that I cast. These NOE, what is it? It's like a 135. It's an HTC mode, 9mm. And I try to let them sit because I've been told and I've been reading. The longer you let them sit, the harder they should get. I think you got some variance in there some kind of way. But I've also actually a gentleman that's in his chat. I think he told me. Well, let's see. Have y'all heard about like tempering?
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing with my powder coating is tempering at the same time. So I powder coat about 45 minutes to an hour, and for me, I push these things hard, especially during the blackout. I need around 22 BHN. It's the velocity I need, and without landing.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of guys who's been doing this way longer than me, and a lot of them give good advice and basically like their experiences and stuff, how they notice how uh to make stuff work different, or to make your cast harder and stuff like that. But I see Jamie just put it. Headspace is always a good option if this option right here on YouTube doesn't, fulfill a certain request. You can ask questions over there on Headspace and Slack and the Reloaders Network. That's where a lot of guys, give me advice and ask me if I need help, and we communicate. Reloader 762 was telling me about the temper. And correct me if I'm wrong, Reloader. The tempering of the stuff. I was like, that is cool, but I try to take notes on a lot of people whenever they tell me stuff and research it. Also, I always say this wrong. TATV Canada.
Yeah, TV Canada. Yeah, he did a good series on BHN over the years.
Right.
His results for the first 72 hours are very similar to mine, but my results have been different after powder coating. And I've gone to the extent of actually hooking up a PID on my toaster. It doesn't matter.
Okay. This is the bullet I wanted to look for. MCK sent me those, and this one is powder coated with copper penny, and I put a gas check on it, and it's weighing 116.5 grains, and it's sized to 309, but it's a 311 mold.
They sized it down a couple thousand.
Well, it was more than a couple after I powder coated. It's probably about 4,000, 3 or 4. But that's a good looking little bullet. And see, it's got a flat point on it. So, that's a light bullet for 30-30, but I think it'll work pretty good. And then he's got some of those. Y'all probably saw his video. He was shooting some of the 135 grains that I sent him. But they're a plane-based design. And then Jerry, you might like these too, buddy. These are NOE bullet. They're 311 or 312. I think it's 312, 165 grain bullet, and I've got that's the copper penny powder coat as well, and I have a gas check on that one too. But the cool thing about this particular mold is one of them is a gas check design, the other cavity is not. You got one cavity does a plane base, the other side does gas checks. And Chico, I think I sent you some of those, didn't I?
Yes, sir. Is that the Lee or the NOE?
The NOE.
Yeah.
You'll have to separate those out. And I just got some gas checks.
So, the ones you said, are they orange?
Yeah, they're kind of orange. So if you need some gas checks for those, let me know and we'll meet up soon. But yeah, I've got so much I want to do with 30-30 and 30-06. I got all these different bullets I need to cast and test, and no time to go to the range. Unlike Kenny, who goes every day because it's 3 minutes from his house.
Yeah.
Out in the desert where nobody can bother him.
He's going to the range right now, ain't he?
Yeah, he is. The rascal.
No, I'm not. No. Shh. Nice. I'm not going to 1,000 yards right now.
That's what I was gonna ask. How's your bullet retrieving or your lead retrieving system working? Is it still up?
Yeah, the community lead catch. I'll
Yeah.
show you right now in a little bit. It's doing good. I think people have been pretty courteous. One thing I got to do before the snowbirds come, because for some reason the snowbirds come out here and just trash this land. I got to take it down before they come. So I'll show you guys real quick. But it's doing good. I mean, I haven't seen any holes in it. I've seen a couple of dents, but I think because folks are using 454 Casul, and I don't know. Some of these folks out here got some huge revolvers. You can hear that thing from my back porch.
Yeah, I think the cool thing is if you go out there and people have not emptied.
I couldn't get the nut off. I got two monsters here on the Sorry, guys.
Somebody's out there, ain't they? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, Daniel's rubbing it in too, Kenny.
Yeah, I'll just let him know that he's going to be live, public.
Okay, cool.
But no, I'm here. Yeah, we're just here. We're going to set up for 1,000 yards again, and I'm just getting him familiarized with long range shooting. Like I said, best practice. Money can't buy. Get out there and do it. Just go out there and shoot what you got. Obviously, he's got a really good rifle, but I'm gonna let him try out on the TC Compass. Is it kind of loud and we get a lot of back feeding?
Charles Urphy is thinking just like me. I was trying to find out, is the trap filling up, Kenny?
Oh, it is. Not a lot, but what's funny is it's actually filling up in the front. I'll show you guys real quick. My hands out the way. Y'all see this?
Yeah, we can now.
Okay. Yeah, I had to reprint my sign, so I think that's pretty clear in English. But
don't shoot glass, don't be an ass.
yeah. So I mean, you can see the lead down in there. It collects in the front right here, right? There's no biggie. You just go in the front right here and pick up all the little lead scraps. Go around the back, and it's I don't think anybody's been here since, but you can see it's filling up. Yeah, that's a good. This feels like 15 pounds right now. Oh shoot, about 18 pounds of lead.
Yeah, that's not a 5-gallon bucket.
No, this is was it 20 pounds or 20 gallons, 25 gallons, something like that. 15, 20 gallons. I don't know. We're gonna have to fix my target.
Now I'm thinking too, Eagle. I mean, every time you go out there, do you not empty the bucket?
I don't. No, I let it just stack up, and I don't think anybody else out here is a caster besides me.
Oh,
the guys out here they're laughing when they're saying, "You collecting lead? You collecting that poison?" I'm like, "Yep, I sure am."
Man, that's a cool setup you got there, man. That is a community type deal. That's real cool. I would think most people should definitely respect that and be very appreciative to to have something like that to shoot at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's fun, just to bring up a little target like this, and a lot of it is just to keep this crap from happening. That pile of junk and trash, people bring out freaking satellites and propane tanks and just stuff you shouldn't be shooting out in the desert. I mean, what the hell? That's one thing. I mean, you can see all this trash. I pick this crap up all the time.
Yeah.
I don't understand. If you were to come out here, and I mean, I got kids at home. I don't need to be picking up after those kids. That's all I got to say on that. Just inconsiderate. No one wants to be stepping on friggin' bottles and glass.
It's all over out there, man.
Yeah, The whole community, you can see right here, it's all full of dump waste. You guys getting a lot of wind feedback, or it's all right?
No, I don't really hear any. No, you're doing good, man. Yeah, I think that's cool, man. That you got a lot of people in the side chat like, yeah, that's cool, man. Charles Irving said you're the responsible shooter, the range master, Kenny.
Yeah. I don't know. I come out here almost every day, so maybe I could call myself the range master.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That is awesome.
Good.
And then there was another question, Kenny. Charles Irving also said, has anyone shot it with a rifle yet? I know you got that, what is that, foam on the front or something?
Yeah. I have one of my neighbors. That's freaking annoying. I told him not to shoot it, and he sees the damn sign. But he came out here. He thought he was going to be pretty cool with, oh, I got my rifle dialed in and zeroed. To try to shoot that little 2-inch or 4-inch little, they call it that little target. And
Yeah.
he missed. He missed and hit it with a 5.56.
No.
And it didn't go. It didn't go through though.
Put a nasty dent in it though, didn't it?
Yeah, I put a dent in it. So with enough of those, it's definitely it'll go right through it.
Well, people don't appreciate stuff unless they have to go through the work of, setting it up, paying for it, building it, or even cleaning up, So hopefully they keep it intact for you and they don't abuse it so that it can continue to stay and you collect all that free lead out there.
Well, we'll see if it's just a test because I got another one that I built. So if it gets all shot up, then yeah, we'll So we're trying to fix the target real quick. If this is distracting, let me know.
You good?
No, man, you good. Everybody's watching what you're fixing to do, man.
Yeah, we're just setting the target up. We're gonna put a 10-inch gong. See how many times you can hit this thing. Yeah.
How far away are you gonna be?
We're going for 1,000 yards. We're both me, his rifle, and my rifle. The scopes are tapped out. I can stretch mine out just a little bit further at 1,200, but we don't have enough adjustment in our scopes to reach out any further than where we're at right now. So can't go any further out, then you go with a smaller target, right?
And I gotta ask, Eagle, did you cut your camera off?
Yeah, I did right now. I have it in my back pocket unless you guys want to stare at my butt. But
Nah, no problem. I didn't know if it was technical issues, you were walking away or something like,
You got the paint?
the Wi-Fi or something like that.
Yeah, thanks, Kenny. There's some things you just can't unsee.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine, dude. We're just about to target up. You got this pink paint. Cool. All right. So, all right. You might see me fall down the hill real quick, so it'll be funny. Yep. Took a digger on live camera. Luckily, the camera was facing the other way. Anyways, little pink target on a white contrast. You're able to see that.
Yeah,
So,
you'll be able to see that.
So, Eagle, you're gonna shoot your rifle and he's gonna shoot his rifle. Is that correct?
Yeah. He's got his Barrett, and I'm gonna do my compass, and see how well they both hold up together. They're both shooting the same hand loads. So. Another bolt or something. I got zip ties. Let me go get some zip ties. Yeah, I'm ill prepared. I didn't bring zip ties or anything. Or hold on. I'm on top of this big old mountain, so I see a bunch of our bullets we shot. Did I lose you guys?
No,
we're
we're here,
here,
man.
brother.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta run down the hill real quick to go get some zip ties.
We be here, brother.
So while he's doing that, Chico, you want to run down the side chat again?
Yeah, definitely. All right, we got Georgia Boy 44 is here with us. We got Floyd Hicks, Charles Irby, Cranky Cletus, William C. Chapin, Uncle Jim, JH586 is on the panel with us, and he, this is his channel, his live stream. Andy79Z28, PC Bullet Empire, Willie Bullet Man, he's got to go eat supper, but thanks for joining us. PC Bullet Empire, Jerry1911, Daniel God is my judge. Who else? Fuzz T Fork. Let's see, I'm strolling. Vanessa Kitty's still out there with us. Jeremy Gunslinger. We still got a lot of people active. Thanks for being here, everyone. Warsaw Patriot still out there. Brody 556. Reloader 762. New Texan, hey brother, I didn't see you come in. V-Borg. Eagle Eye Shooting is on the panel with us and on the range. Lead Bullet Junkies here. Let's see who else we got. Uncle Jim still hanging around with us. And who else? I don't want to miss anyone. Let me scroll back to the bottom, make sure somebody might have commented. Lever Guns 50, Blue Healer 260. And that's it right now. And if I miss you guys, drop a comment or a hammer. Drop the hammer. And we'll call you guys out. But I want to say thanks for all you side chat guys being active and interacting with everyone in the side chat and us on the panel. And if you got questions, throw them out. We would try to answer them best as we can. If not, someone in the side chat would definitely be able to answer them, whatever they're related to, shooting, casting, reloading.
Thanks, Daniel. I gotta correct you on something. This ain't my live chat, Chico. This is our live chat. This is everybody's.
I meant to say your channel. That's what I meant to say. But yeah,
it's on my channel by default. Cause
you you do a good job, brother. I don't know if I ever told you that, man. You definitely do a good job. You and Nathan, when y'all do one day when I find a laptop at a good price, I'm gonna attempt to do it.
You can do it on your phone, man. Just use your phone to live chat.
Well, I know how to live chat on my phone or my tablet, but I can't bring someone on. Or can I?
I believe you can, brother.
I tried to do that before.
It depends on how you go about setting it up and stuff. I'll give you a brief demo. It's not hard. If it was hard, could I do it? I mean, seriously.
What, 1,000 yards? No, sorry.
He's talking about the
live, going live on YouTube.
Hey, I want to call some more people out, Jamie, if I can. There's Hemi Scrub still watching and Chris338 still there listening.
Yeah,
I definitely appreciate you guys. I know a lot of times when I've been on people's live streams or if I miss being on the panel, like on foreign and domestic, I always still listen. I'll have it in my ear and at least tune in. But I you know what? I don't like how they. I can't see how many people we have in here right now, Jamie. Mine is showing 12 because that's when we first started. It had 12, I guess, until the number went up and it just broke. But you guys, especially if you utilize TRN or Headspace and stuff like that, I'm gonna tell you what I do, which I think is useful for TRN, and it helps. Anytime I purchase something through Amazon or any other retailer that they have links on TRN, I try to use those links on TRN, and they basically get the credit to help keep the site going and stuff like that. And
good.
if you think about it, you're gonna spend the money anyway, so why not use the affiliate links to something that we all use, you know, uh, a site and get help from each other. So anytime I got a purchase to make soon on Amazon and I got everything in my cart, I'll just go over to TRN and use the affiliate link, and they basically get the credit to to help keep the site running and stuff like that, and it helps out everybody. Hey, Big Al. 3 million, Uncle Jim. What is that?
3 million.
Oh,
We need to start selling. We need to start making or get someone to make a TRN ducky. We need a ducky. That's our mascot. Good luck, John. Reload.
that'd be cool, wouldn't it, man?
There's Big Al.
I'll show you guys the setup real quick. Oh man, there's that big old hill I almost fell down. You can see the target up there. Gosh, I'm out of shape. I'm out of breath. Must be just the heat. But yeah, set that up for 1,000 yards and see what it does.
That's cool, man.
Well, what are y'all shooting? 10 rounds or 20
Yeah,
rounds?
10 rounds are. I'm pretty much doing the LRSU rules regulations. 10 rounds, 10
10
minutes.
rounds.
So I got 2 mags loaded up, 5 rounds each for the TC Compass. We're both shooting a 168 grain bolt to hollow point. They're not the ELDs, but they're the bolt to hollow point.
Oh, hold up. Did I miss something? Somebody said Chico. I missed it.
Sun goes down pretty quick out here, though. That video I put up, that was like about 8 o'clock at nighttime. I mean, there was barely any light outside, and at the end of it, we were pretty much guessing where the target was.
Jerry 1911 asked where would he see those links? If you're on TRN, up under the like the menu button, it'll say shopping, and you hit that button and it'll go down, and it's a lot of vendors or retailers basically. I know Brownell. Last I checked, Brownells was on there. It's a lot of stuff. Those links are up. You just have to scroll down, and if you have an Amazon account or something like that, or a Brownells account, if you already have your stuff in the cart, you just click on the link, and it basically just I don't know how it does it. It gives TRN the credit for the purchase, and they make, I don't know how much they make, but it helps out the site for however that may be. But I try to use that every time even if I purchase, you guys know I'm a mechanic, even if I purchase parts or stuff like that. So I'll try to post a link if I can to it. I'm sure I can. It look like I got a wrench.
So, Eagle, we're betting on which shot's going to hit the steel first.
Hey, it's probably going to be his second shot on his Barrett. Okay, so I'm going to tell the truth. I finally broke a CV light scope. The original one, CV light scope that was on my 30-06, for those that have been following my channel for that long, was on this rifle. And what it stopped doing was basically tracking left. So, I just noticed it wasn't moving my shot, my impacts. I would on them and all the way left, and nothing has ever changed. I probably found out, yeah, it's just done from all the recoil. But funny part is, I call CV Life, no questions asked. He asked for an address. I got another one in 3 days. So can't beat that kind of warranty. I had this thing for 4 years. $35 is what I spent, and got another one for free. So I'm not saying it's the best scope. It's not, but hey, anybody out there on a budget for 1,000 yards, it works.
There's a lot going on in the side chat over there.
What are they saying?
Me and Daniel think too much alike. I'm telling you, I guess we're too old. George Boy said he could hit it with a 30-30 with iron sights the first shot.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
Honestly, you know what's funny? I think it's easier to shoot 1,000 yards than 500 with no backstop because you got like a 4-second delay to get on target. You know, after you shoot and you can see where your impacts land. Unlike short distance, by the time you don't see the impacts, you shoot, it's gone. You don't know where in the hell it hit unless you got a spotter on you.
Kenny Daniels asking, can you hit 1,000 yards with a high point?
Yes. No,
Yeah.
I cannot. Obviously not.
If you did it like Taco did with the 1022 sights, holding it gangster style.
I was gonna say
you gotta hold it like that.
Is
Yeah,
locker?
get the hold right.
Yeah.
We're putting easy up right now, so funny. Easy up really kick your butt, man.
And you're using what do you use to track that 1,000 yards, Kenny? Like a GPS?
Yeah, I got it. For you non-Android folks, there's a lot of apps out in Android that you could get that really accurately measure GPS down within let's say about a yard. So it depends how many satellites you got on you, but where I live, I got 32 satellites I could get locked on. So
right. I was gonna say that probably helps with all the satellites we have in outer space or in the atmosphere or something like that. But yeah, I would assume it's pretty accurate.
I know it's kind of scary, man. I'm pretty sure they can see when I fart. So
yeah. Because he's casting again by the pool. There you go, casting again by the pool.
We're gonna blame him for all the chromium-6 in the water. All right, let me get you guys set up so you can see.
Yeah, we're all we're seeing right now is the top of your truck. There you are.
Yeah, I'm on Bluetooth. That's another good thing. So these are my hearing protection. So if you guys are wondering what I'm using all the time, it's I got it at Wally World, $11. It's called the Black Web hearing protection. Not hearing protection, Bluetooth headset, but it's NPR rated for 32 or 22 dB or something like that. So it really muffles the sound, at least the crack of the rifle. It's not like a really good over the ear protection, but it does help out quite a bit. And I can do what I'm doing here with the live chat.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna set you guys up and pull my window down, put you on a charger. I wish I could zoom in. That's the only thing about this on this Hangouts. You can't use your camera to zoom in, which is unfortunate because then you can see the impact of bullet trace. All right. What does the side chat think? Who's gonna get the most impact? That rifle or mine?
You said who's gonna get the most impacts?
Oh yeah.
Well,
we'll call it out.
Well, no, because I think it's an unfair advantage. So I just asked. I said who, cause that's why I asked you about how many shots. I assumed you were doing 10 shots.
Yeah.
So I said, what number do you think Kenny will ring the steel on. And you got some good answers out there.
What are they saying? Third shot?
First shot, second shot, and I even said within 3 shots, I think you're gonna ring that steel. Because
these guys got way too much hope for me.
Man, no, okay. My opinion is we follow your videos and you're out there shooting that stuff. So unless you know how to calculate that wind and you know your scope and you know your reloads, that'll be pretty cool, man. So
I'll let him take his first shot and see what happens, so I can not embarrass myself right away.
Kenny, I'll tell you something funny, buddy. Big Al said he's got $100 on me and Chico being able to hit 1,000 yards within 10 shots.
I kid you not, man. I know it's intimidating because the way it sounds, 1,000 yards. It really isn't as hard as you guys think. I mean, it's just basic fundamentals. You guys know how to use your trigger pull. They got a good hand load. Honestly, you're going to hit it, and it's funner to me. I see long range is a lot funner than. Well, I do it because it saves me money. I'm not shooting as much. But I think he's almost ready. You're still dialed in from last time. He's gonna get a first round impact. Watch. I mean, I wish I could show you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I could get the scope on for you. You can see the screen. Man. You can see what I'm looking at through the CV Life I keep advertising, I guess. All right. Oh my gosh. Can you kind of see that or not really?
yeah, a little bit. We see it whenever
it keeps auto-focusing. See?
Yeah, the phone does, yeah.
Yeah, you're freaking the phone's brain out, man.
There it is. You guys can see that in the bottom left, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's right. Shot number 2 coming up. Is that loud or no?
No.
That was an impact.
So the second shot was impact, Kenny?
Second shot was impact. I don't see that little 10-inch plate isn't moving, so that was, oh gosh, right behind the chain.
Yeah, I can see it better now.
Okay. Impact. I'm trying to get a focus for you. Oh, come on, I'm losing it now. Impact.
We ain't seeing.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see here.
We can see the target though. That was pretty cool.
That is, yeah.
Down on the lower left-hand corner of the scope.
Yeah. I'm trying to get on there, but it's I think he's auto-focusing on me. I wish you guys could hear it, man. It's just you can hear a little like, okay. You haven't missed one yet. Oh, you only missed one. Right?
Oh, that's him shooting. That's not you, right?
No.
Okay.
That's that Barrett right here.
Nice.
Ding. It's like, hello.
Has he got the target yet, or is he hitting the back target?
He's hitting the back target. You haven't hit that target yet, right? All right, let me just see. Looking down at it's all around it. I mean, it's nuts. I wish I could zoom in on this thing because it's just he littered all around that thing. But I guess I'll give mine a try. Yeah.
So yeah, Kenny. So you got a big square target out there, and you got a round target in front of it, correct?
Yeah, it's a little 10-inch plate. So at this distance, 10 inches, anything under that, that's considered sub MOA at 1,000 yards. So a 10-inch plate at 1,000 yards, that's pretty hard to do. That's basically a milk jug.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right. I doubt I'll get a first run impact, but never know. Using a, I'm not even preloading the rifle or anything. Where was that? 6 o'clock? I should have set this camera up or this phone up right down there. I was right off the edge of the plate. All right. Second shot, $200 rifle. Let's see what we can do. Impact.
Me and Daniel won
That's
the
what's
money.
up.
Yeah. Right below the gong?
So two shots you got, and I said within 3 you'd hit it.
Yeah.
So I'll right below the gong. Let me see if I can hit the gong here. Let it hold up a little more. Where'd I go? Flyer. All right. I had a flyer, WTF. Oh, 12 o'clock. Well, it's putting it out there. This is brand new brass, so. Impact. So 2 hits so far out of 5. We'll do. I haven't got the plate yet, but this is brand new Starline brass. I didn't fire form it or anything. I just loaded it up, and it's putting right in that little square. Ooh. Yeah. Next time I'm gonna bring another phone out there and put it on the target so you guys can see. It's pretty dang close.
Yeah, y'all shooting into the sunset too, man. Good
Yeah.
thing the clouds there.
Yeah, and see this pencil barrel. I'm at the 7th shot or something like that. It's really warmed up and it's walking on me. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see what I'll do at this distance. But the elevation is holding. Impact. Right above it.
That's cool, brother.
No one's hit the gong yet. I got the last shot right here. 10 shots. Impact. All right. So we both haven't hit the gong yet.
Good shooting, brother. Both of y'all.
Both of y'all, exactly. So I'm really liking your buddy's Barrett. I can't afford one, but that's a nice rifle.
Yeah, it's thing is a sweet rifle, man. See if I can get his impact from here.
So we're past 10 o'clock. Y'all want to hang on a
Yep.
few minutes? Or?
Sure. Go away. He hit it. Although you guys can see that swinging or no?
No. We
Barely.
can see
Yeah, you could barely see that little plate swinging back and forth.
Yeah, I think I just seen it. The corner of it came into the scope.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get it, hold it right there. Impact, but yeah, so he hit it second try, first shot. So the
Yeah, I
11th
see it
shot.
swinging now. That's cool.
that is cool.
Impact.
Kenny, what kind of scope is he using?
Conus 8 to 32 by 53 and mil radian. So it's a milrad scope. He's at 11.4 mils. I get focus here. Yeah, he's at 11.4 mils elevation, 2 wind.
And I'm assuming that's a pretty expensive scope, the one he has.
It's nothing bad. It's actually just a little more than SWFA. It's about $400. It's more of a
good glass on it then.
yeah. Well, what's funny is that you can see a lot of chromium happening on that around the edges. So it's not like super high quality. Unlike this scope, you don't see any of that chromium effect, right? It's basically yeah, I can't get this into focus. It's basically like it looks like rainbow on the outside. You know, this thing doesn't do that. It has pretty nice picture. It's like a 14x Tony thing. It's not a 24. It's like a 12 or 14x. It just I wish Hangouts will let you mess with your camera because this is pretty annoying. Try to get this thing in focus.
Look like you guys are losing the sun too.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing about the SWFA. So this sunset right here, I literally cannot see down my SWFA at this time of day.
Right.
It's just too much glare. Dude, oh yeah, he littered that. That thing is just all around that. 2 hits on the gong. Oh crap, I can see it. Wow, out of 20 shots, he got 2 hits on the gong. And it's just yeah, that target is just littered. I'll try to take a snapshot and show you guys on Slack or something. But the live feed camera is not doing justice with how clear this looks right now.
Okay, well, we're over time anyway, so we need to be rounding everything up.
Definitely. Let me holler at the side chat. I'll say, hey, thanks everyone for being here and hanging with us, interacting, and answering questions, asking questions, giving advice in the side chat, helping us out. And I want to say thanks to Eagle Eye Shooting and his new buddy. Well, not his new buddy. His buddy with his new gun, giving us some shooting action. And thanks for being here with us, guys, hanging out with us.
Yeah, like I said, Fridays, I always look forward to this. Hopefully this wasn't a distraction. And if you guys like live range feed, it's something the side chat likes it. Let me know. That way, I'll start thinking about doing some live feeds at the range and give pointers out, or even you guys give me pointers. What am I doing wrong? Obviously you guys are watching what I'm doing, and if I'm doing something wrong, definitely point it out. It just helps everybody out. So, Jamie, thanks a lot, man. You're always look forward to this.
Well, man, thanks for being with us tonight. Anything you got coming up you want people to be looking for?
Yeah, I'm actually going to be. I've been in contact with Winchester about the 350 Legend. If those have been seeing my video, I've been having major issues with it, and it's not just me. There's a lot of other channels out there, like Military Arms Channel. Go on their Facebook, or actually go on my video, and I linked a post that Military Arms Channel has also put. We're having a lot of issues with this Winchester white box ammo being very dangerous. If y'all don't know, my rifle is chambered I chambered it myself. It's a little bit tighter than factory spec. The CMMG barrel that I have is 1.725 as max overall length. I'm at 1.717. Sammy calls it for max overall length is 1.720. So the reason why I'm having headspace separation is I got a tighter chamber. But regardless of that, there's a big issue with that ammo, and I'll be bringing that up, showing you guys a fix as well as a trick to do with the leak hot die.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that, buddy. And thanks for joining us tonight and helping us out in Kyle and Nathan's absence. They're sorely missed when they're not here. So, all you guys on the sad chat, thank you very much for being with us. This is our decompression for the week, and we appreciate y'all hanging with us. If y'all get a chance, tell Nathan and Kyle y'all missed them tonight, and we look forward to seeing y'all next week. And I'll probably have a video coming up soon about our July the 5th get together. And anything else, Chico?
No, that's it. Thanks, guys, for hanging with us. We definitely appreciate all you guys' support and hanging with us on Friday nights and doing our Georgia Shooting Connection. So that's it.
Thanks,
Right on.
fellas. See you, Eagle. Thanks for joining us. Tell everybody we said howdy and nice to meet him.
Right on, fellas. Thanks, guys.
Eagle.
Until
Anytime,
next
brother.
time, we'll see y'all later, guys. Thanks again. Bye.
Night, everyone.